Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back with another video. When is altcoin season starting? We could be on the precipice of an altcoin rally. We're going to take a look at some of the charts that indicate that in today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar videos, smash that bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below this video. It's completely free, guys. Take it, grab it. It's my gift to you. Get it in the description and let's get into the content. So, altcoin season is the phrase on everybody's lips, and we're all trying to predict when we might get an altcoin season rally. If you're not familiar with what altcoin season is, it's essentially the phase of the market that we move into when the majority, pretty much every single altcoin outside other than Bitcoin, is going to outperform Bitcoin on a percentage basis over a certain period of time. If we jump back to the previous cycle, all the way back in 2021, what we saw was a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin dominance breaking sharply to the downside is normally the indicator, or one of the major indicators at least, that we're looking for in order to confirm that we are possibly moving into an altcoin season. So again, what we saw at the beginning of 2021 was a very sharp breakdown here in Bitcoin dominance. Again, we went from 70%, three big weekly candles to the downside, going from 70% to 62%. We had a little bit of consolidation here. We were trying to stay above the 200-day moving average, and eventually we collapsed below it and went much, much lower. So Bitcoin's dominance, as Bitcoin's dominance breaks down, it means that it's not dominating as much of the market in terms of overall market cap, and the altcoins begin to move to the upside and significantly outperform Bitcoin on a percentage basis. Now, if we zoom out here, and we take a look at what's been going on really since, this time period around September, October, Q3 of 2022. So we're going back essentially 2 years here, guys, where Bitcoin has been in an extremely strong uptrend in terms of Bitcoin dominance. Just look at this graph here going all the way up for the past 2 years non-stop. We've had a very, very strong uptrend with Bitcoin dominance continuing to move way, way higher. So again, technically over this period of time, Bitcoin has outperformed the majority of altcoins. Of course, there's been certain tokens that have slightly outperformed Bitcoin, but because its dominance has moved from 38, 39%, all the way up even as high as 61.2% here, it technically means Bitcoin has been the outperformer versus the vast majority of altcoins. But very interestingly, look what's happening here now. This is the weekly chart. We're seeing a big red candle to the downside, retesting this 200-day moving average. Right here on the chart, we can see the wick down to literally bounce off and test this 200-day moving average. There has been periods where we dip below it and have retested it and gone higher, but this trend line that we have here on the chart, you can see is drawn to the body of the candles here, going all the way back to that 2022 timeframe. So again, we never really dipped below this level on the weekly timeframe. We've never dipped below the trend line here significantly at any point in time, going all the way back to September 2022. So again, we fluctuated up, we've gone higher, we've come back down close to it to retest it. We even got close to bouncing and retesting this particular trend line here in July of this year. But right now, this weekly candle breaking significantly below the trend line that we've been adhering to for about 2 years now. It's very interesting to see this weekly candle. This weekly candle is going to close about 7 hours from now, from the time I'm recording this video, but I don't know if we're going to have enough strength for this candle to get back up and close above the trend line. It's possible there's still a few more hours left on this weekly candle, but if we zoom into a lower time frame and we look at the daily chart, you can see that in fact, the past 5 days, we've closed lower and lower below this particular trend line. And again, you can see on the daily candle, us testing that 200-day moving average here once again. There's been no time throughout the past 2 years where we have gone below and significantly close below this trend line. Again, this time period, as we mentioned in July of this year, this was the closest we came to kind of breaking this trend line, but you can see we dipped below it just for a couple hours, and then straight away the next daily candle broke back up to the upside and we went much, much higher. So again, the fact that we've had, 5 to 6 daily candles here closing below this trend line, us moving lower to test the 200-day moving average, for me is a pretty good indicator that we could have broken this trend now. And again, on the weekly candle, we're likely to see us closing below it and potentially setting us up for a continued move to the downside for Bitcoin dominance. Okay, again, how does this tie into altcoin season? Remember what we said here. This breakdown in Bitcoin dominance back at the beginning of 2021 really laid the foundation for the entire altcoin market to rally to the upside as Bitcoin dominance was breaking down. And again, this white line here is what we would be looking for Bitcoin dominance to follow to the downside to really confirm this altcoin season kicking off. So let's look at a couple of other quick charts, because the other charts that we're going to look at here really help us to visualize what might be about to happen. And these other charts are almost like the inverse of the Bitcoin dominance chart, because if we zoom back to 2021 here on the total 3 chart, this is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can see that this period here, right at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, the total market cap of everything outside Bitcoin and Ethereum had a very big move to the upside for an extended period of time from, December 2020 to May of 2021. And this was the exact time that we saw altcoin season really starting to rally back at this time 4 years ago. So again, this sharp move to the upside was the breakout that we want to see for altcoin season. And again, it's like the inverse of Bitcoin dominance breaking to the downside, the total crypto market cap outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum breaking sharply to the upside. Let's zoom back over to where we are today. And you can actually already see here on the weekly chart, we're starting to get this breakout beginning to happen. So again, is this confirmation of altcoin season? I don't think we're quite there just yet, but the fact that we've had these 4 large green candles on the weekly chart for total 3 is a very positive sign. You can see that we've reclaimed the 200-day moving average here significantly since the beginning of November and continuing to move much, much higher. Again, we saw a similar move here right at the end, Q4 of 2023. This move that we saw with the entire total 3 market here going from 320 billion all the way up to 770 billion by April 1st of 2024. Are we likely to see that similar type of move? I think we're already beginning to see it. And as Bitcoin dominance continues to break down, we're going to see that move even higher, because during this period, technically Bitcoin dominance didn't even break down below that trend we were just looking at, yet altcoins and total 3 had a very good rally in the aftermath of Bitcoin moving to new all-time highs by the middle to end of March. So I think this bodes pretty well for where we're moving with the rest of the market. And the final chart that I'll look at here to help me analyze where we're at in terms of altcoin season is others dominance, others.d. Again, you can look this up on TradingView yourself pretty easily. It actually maps pretty similar to total 3 in terms of its price action. But again, you can see here there was a big breakout at the very end of 2020, beginning of 2021 with total crypto dominance. Others.d is representative of the dominance of the entire crypto market outside of the top 10 tokens. So this is really when you see those mid cap and lower cap alts beginning to move significantly to the upside. We had this big move again during that same time period, January to May 2021, significant outperformance here of the entire crypto market cap outside the top 10. So again, moving over here, we had a big drawdown, of course, during the bear market, but look what's happening here right now on the weekly candle. We are reclaiming the 200-day moving average. And again, we would want to see us moving sharply to the upside here, a continued move, these 2 green candles kind of setting the pace here for what we might begin to see as a much higher move during Q1 of next year, this direction. I think this bodes pretty well for where we are in the market right now. Total crypto market cap and others dominance moving higher on these weekly time frames. Again, we would really want to solidify reclaiming the 200-day with another 1 or 2 weekly candles, in my opinion, to help confirm this move and continue moving in this direction. But this chart is looking very positive when it comes to altcoin season, and where the market might be beginning to move, where we see that rotation from Bitcoin and Ethereum into alts. I would want to see Ethereum continuing to make bigger moves to the upside, because Ethereum is also a pretty nice indicator of this altcoin season beginning to kick off as well. If we look at the chart here for Ethereum, we can see that since the election results here on November 5th, we have had a big move to the upside for Ethereum, a period of consolidation after reclaiming the 200-day, and now we're moving higher once again. I'm anticipating Ethereum continuing this move to about 3,900 over the next week or two. Given that we broke this level of resistance here, we're continuing higher, and I'd expect us to get towards this $3,900 level, where we might have a little bit more consolidation before eventually moving on to try and reclaim 4,000 and moving to new all-time highs. So very exciting times in the market, guys. I hope all of this is making sense. I do like to use the visualization on these charts to help determine where we are in the overall market cycle. And as always, guys, today's video is sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. Most of your favorite altcoins are available on Femex for purchasing. Get yourself set up for altcoin season. This is not financial advice, but that window of opportunity is closing over the next few weeks. The charts are telling us what is happening. Again, total crypto market cap has broken out to new all-time highs. We retested this $3 trillion level. You can see that we broke above it just in the past 7 to 14 days, and we're starting to move higher. Again, we've done plenty of videos stating where we think total crypto market cap is going. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to get updated on all that information. But total crypto market cap is moving higher. The charts are showing us with total 3 and others dominance that we are getting, ready and prepared for this bigger move to the upside. Look at this daily chart on the total 3. You can already see it's happening. So get yourself positioned, get in place, make your moves. This is not financial advice, but the window of opportunity is closing for you to set yourself up for success for the next 12 months. As always, guys, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 10,000 subscribers. It would mean the world if you subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to spread the good word. We want people to be involved in this new financial revolution. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon if you want to get notified, share the video with a friend, and grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's a link below the video in the description. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.